Okay, guys, so some news came out, and it kind of bothers me a little bit, just because not only for him, but it bothers me how we as a fans, a fan base and organization all overall handled, Darius Garland's injury. But let's get into it. So, obviously, it came out that this guy played through a sprained toe throughout the entire playoffs. Surgery was confirmed, I believe, June 9th, so yesterday. Um, it was so now he's out 4 to 5 months. And he played hurt when it mattered most, of course, but this was a real injury. I mean, this was not something that he was milking. This is not something the organization was milking. It's not something that the Cavs as overall, they couldn't afford to like have him sit out or whatever. No, he had to sit out because it's coming out that he was out 4 to 5 months. So to anybody out there that said that he should be traded, that he's soft, etc., etc., I hope you're eating your words right now. I truly do. Because this guy played through an injury in game three, which just was awful. And you could see the whole team was just completely banged up. And like everybody from top to bottom, they were playing on like their last leg. It was really sad to be honest, because it was like watching a slow, painful death. It was like you it just makes no sense to me. And honestly, like I can't sit here and say, "Oh, I want him to be traded," because I want to give him some fairness. I want to give him some, like okay, well he was hurt. He was so obviously hurt. He got a lot of crap from the media. He got a lot of crap from, you know, um just the fan base, beat writers, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. But he put up 11 points. Or no, he put up what? He put up 11 points in game 5. I believe he did everything he could and to play for this team. And we lost in 5 to a great Indiana Pacer team, but like he's healthy, we have a chance to win, but he still did what he could. I mean, Spido was banged up as hell in game 5. He was banged up as hell in game 5. Like the whole team was just banged up. But how in the world does that make Darius Garland soft, especially what's coming out now? I mean, I'm not even going to address that clown Stephen A. Smith who said, "Oh, you got to figure out a way to be out there." He's gonna be out until he's gonna make a full recovery by the time spring. Like freaking, it just makes no sense. By shoot arounds in early September, mini camps, whatever you want to call it, like this guy will be healthy. But how in the world can you sit here and say that he's soft? There's a chance he misses, probably like maybe worst case scenario, he misses the beginning portion of next year. How in the world? Like that's what really bothers me the most. And I want to say this: he again in game three, as I said, he was hurt. He still played. He didn't use it as an excuse, not once. He played through the pain. He said, "You guys have no idea what I'm going through," or something like that. And a lot of people mocked him for it. You guys should be ashamed. He chose toughness over comfort, and I mean, he played through all the pain in the world to help this team win, or try to help this team win. Unfortunately, we had a multi-game collapse in game 2 where everybody was out, and he was out, I believe, in game 1 too. But that doesn't mean it's on him. Blame the guys that were out for game 2 that came back the next game all of a sudden. Wasn't Mobley one of those guys? And I love Evan Mobley. If you're going to criticize Garland, criticize him. Why in the world does he deserve to be traded? And I want to say this to the fans. Some fans, seriously, I'm so freaking disappointed. They called for a trade mid-series. Other people questioned his commitment to the franchise. Soft was trending everywhere. Darius Garland soft. He's injury prone. Yeah, he has one serious injury, which hopefully he comes back from. He showed time and time again that he's a great, asset for this team. If he can just stay healthy in the playoffs, which is a big if. I'm not denying it. But you can't just say he's soft and then you trade him. I mean, have you seen how, like, I'm not saying he has the same trajectory, but what about the Kings with Halliburton? What about other guys who have given up on guys early on and then they go on to become, stars, all-stars, superstars, whatever you want to, classify it as? You completely ignored the signs of injury. I'm sure that some of you people are the same guys that go by what the media says and just runs away with the narrative instead of paying attention to the facts. If Darius Garland says, "You have no idea what I'm going through," then you should freaking know okay, there's more behind the story, and it's not just the media creating a false narrative in my head. Shame on you, Cavs fans. It really gets on my nerves how this fan base gets away with everything, just trashing players. They don't feel like giving them any leeway. Some guys deserve criticism on this team. Darius Garland, right now, he's not one of them. If you want to trade one guy in this core four, get Jared Allen. He should be first on the list. I'm not saying he should definitively should be gone, but have you seen him 3 years in a row in the playoffs? He disappears. For a guy his size, he's been soft in the playoffs 3 years in a row. I'm not going to count last year because he was banged up. He had that rib, but still. And honestly, the organization also, I don't want to lay them up. I'm not going to go as hard on them, but you call Darius Garland's playoff status questionable time and time and time again, which means you were downplaying the injury too. You let the media and fans create a bad impression of Darius Garland and creating false narratives like this. No transparency with the fans. I don't know what the heck goes on with our organization, but we seem to hide injuries. And we seem to kind of let the truth be kind of deep within for some reason. Your front office, the front office for this team, they completely let Darius Garland take the heat for truly being injured. And that's a shame. This surgery should prove to everybody it was serious all along. So disappointing. Seriously, it's so disappointing to see a player like this get treated because he had a serious injury that he tried to play through and he still got crap for it. For not, being out there, for being soft. It makes zero sense to me. He gutted his whole thing out, and I just can't believe it. You got to get your ass out there in game 2. I forgot what games he missed. I really don't want to remember, but he missed game 1 and 2. You got to gut your ass out there. He was gutting it out the whole series. But the media ain't going to remember that. The media won't even touch on this story. You know why? They don't care about the Cavs. They care about the Knicks. I saw Giannis's destinations, his top destinations, and I saw KD's list for the top destinations. You know what Stephen A. had both as? And surprise, surprise, he's a Knicks fan. He had the Knicks at number 1 for both. They don't care about this. They're only going to run away with their stupid narratives. Next year when Garland has a little bit of a dip, or if he has a little bit of a dip, or he plays like up to his full potential potentially, they'll say, "Oh, maybe you got to trade him." And if he plays to his full potential, it's, "Oh, but he couldn't play in the playoffs." They'll always have a bar to shift, and that's what really, really bothers me about the media. But it doesn't matter. The fan base, seriously, Cavs fans got to be embarrassed of themselves. Some of them, the ones who are calling him soft, saying he needs to be traded, embarrassing, embarrassing, embarrassing. And Garland's going to bounce back stronger. He should not be traded. No, they should not trade him. Next time, how about you wait for the facts instead of talking? Oh, he's soft. Oh, he needs to be traded. Oh, he's this, he's that. He played his heart out for y'all, and he played his heart out for all of us. So yeah, we'll see what happens next year. But Cavs organization and fan base right now, not a good look for them. See you guys later.